Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I thought I would share with you how I first got into luxury, all about my very first designer bag, and you know how things progressed after that till today. So if you are interested, do continue watching and let's get right into it. For those of you who are new here, my name is Amelia and I do videos on luxury and lifestyle. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, do consider subscribing and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. So where do I start from? So I guess from young. You can debunk that if you want to, but I think that I'm generally a very thrifty person. Even from young, I do buy things. I buy a lot of things actually, but when it comes to your daily essentials like food or I don't know, whichever, I'm actually generally a very thrifty person. I do think that I have a good savings habit laid down. I mean, I kind of have to because of my job, but yeah. So when I was younger, I mean, I bought stuff but they're mainly from places like Topshop. I even have a Topshop bag that I still keep. I'm gonna show you. Oh my god, check this out. I used to carry this bag out all the time. It's a Topshop denim bag. Kind of reminds me of like the Prada hobo bags, but it's in still like excellent condition, so I haven't really got rid of it because I thought it was like so sentimental. If I'm not wrong, this was like maybe $30, but at that point of time I thought $30 was really expensive already. So I had a lot of like Charles and Keith bag, those kind of bags where you buy from like, I don't know, Far East or like Bangkok. So I had a lot of those bags and I wasn't very willing to part with my money for better quality stuff, I would say. So back then, I mean, when you were younger, I'm not sure about the kids these days, but I went clubbing quite a lot. And I'm hanging out with people from, I don't know, AC, SA, all these rich kids that had carried like Chanel bags or like Givenchy. Oh my god, I remember a lot of people were carrying the Givenchy and Ligona bag at that point. And yeah, even Chanel classic flaps and like YSL bags. And here I am carrying my $30 Charles and Keith bag, and I'm pretty sure people were judging me, but I didn't really care. So, I mean, I think that you need to have quite thick skin lah, but I mean, no money means no money lah. I can't buy these bags when I was younger. And actually I did started working earlier than a lot of people. I made my first, or rather I saved my first 10k when I was 19. Yeah, because I was giving like tuition, etc. And I was just working because I've always wanted to work. I prefer working to studying for some weird reason. So the very first thing I did outside of studying or out of JC, number one, to get my driving license, and number two, to start working because I want to make money. So yeah, money has always been quite a big thing for me. But I mean, I think it's always best to play a balance. I needed money because I wanted to travel. I really enjoy traveling, and without money I don't know how I was supposed to go traveling, and I just wanted to build up my savings very early on. So back then I also really loved the brand Rebecca Minkoff. I mean, I also do love them now, but I just don't buy their bags anymore. So this was one of the bags that I have. I used to have the black one that in Gold Hardware, but I gave it to my mom. I couldn't even bear to get rid of it, so I decided to give it to her so that I can see it. Oh my god, that bag went through a whole ordeal. I carried that bag everywhere. There's alcohol spilled on that bag. It has dropped on the ground. I have no idea what happened to that bag. Many things have happened to that bag, but I still really love it. I carry it every single day. That was like my holy grail bag back then. And then I got this a little bit later on because it's so pretty. It's like in this colorful way, but I'll be completely honest, I have not used this very much, so perhaps this should go to a new home, but I just can't bear to part with it. Just that I can't bear to part with this bag. I don't know what's wrong with me, but anyway, that's that. So when I was 25, was I 25? I'm not sure, but it was after a very long relationship and I went through a breakup. So I decided to YOLO a bit and I booked a solo trip to Paris. I mean, technically I was staying with my friend in London, then I went to Paris, but we were doing separate things because he has already seen all these touristy stuff, so I don't need him to follow me. So we booked an Airbnb, and then every morning I will go and do my stuff, or we'll go and do our stuff, and then we'll meet for dinner. So that was the trip, and on that trip I was very sure I wanted to buy this Chanel bag because that was the first Chanel bag that ever caught my attention. Prior to that, right, I was not even keen on any Chanel bags because to me there was so much money to pay for a bag and I was just not willing to part with my money for it. I just couldn't understand why people would pay that kind of money for these kind of bags back then, but I guess now I understand. But I mean, we all go through these things, right? That's all part and parcel of growing up. Yeah, this was the very first bag that caught my attention because it was a bit edgier and I was like in art school back then, so my style was very edgy. So I mean, I think it's no surprise that my very first Chanel bag that I ever got, and I didn't even know that I should buy it from the Rue Cambon store. I bought it from like Lafayette on the very first day I went to Paris, and the very first visit I went there. I didn't even do much research, okay, before this. I got the Chanel boy bag in ruthenium hardware. I was definitely sure I wanted it in this size, in the ruthenium hardware. Actually, was I sure I wanted in this size? I'm not sure, but I think this size fits me well. But in terms of like the leather, right, I didn't even go and do research. Honestly, I think this is calf skin. This is not caviar, it's not lambskin, so this is calf skin. But oh my god, I was so smitten by this bag when it first came out. I was like, I definitely want to get this bag. I remember at that point of time, I didn't even have a proper credit card. I had to ask my mom, could I borrow her credit card for the trip to pay for this bag so that I can pay her in cash after that. So this was the bag. I mean, back then it was definitely more affordable than what it is right now. So to be honest, I don't really use this bag that often anymore. I still keep it very nicely in its dust bag because I have a lot more other bags to use. But I still really like this bag. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. So this is my very first bag. Yeah, this is in the old medium size. I bought this back in 2013 or 2014, I can't remember. I think it's 2013. Yeah, end of 2013. So this was my very first designer bag. Usually for people, the first designer bag would be like an LV, never full. But I was never into like designer or luxury back then even. The only designer bag that I thought that I really wanted was this bag. So I went to Chanel and got this bag. Honestly, now looking back at it, I should have just got a classic flap. But at that point of time, I wasn't drawn and the classic flap didn't appeal to me. I should have got like the classic flap instead. But anyways, I remember buying that. And I remember buying a pair of Chanel ear studs, which I have no idea where the hell it went to. What? It's probably somewhere, but I'm not sure where it went to. So if you ask me, I will never buy like those Chanel studs anymore because I think the crystals fall out. So costume jewelry is not really my thing as well. This was an exception because it's so cute. But yeah, I think after that, so that was 2013. After that, the very next bag that I bought was actually the Gucci Soho Disco, which was in 2018. No, oh my god. So in 2018, I actually went back to Paris. I had this thing whereby if I want to buy bags, I'm just going to wait until I go to Europe to buy them because it's much cheaper. You get D-tax. I just feel happy saving money buying these expensive bags. So the second bag that I ever got was actually the Balenciaga City bag. This bag, oh my god. I've carried this bag a ton in 2019. I bought it in 2018, late 2018. So this one came in silver hardware. I mean, back then I really wanted the black and gold one, but I wasn't willing to pay full price for the bag. So I was very cheapo and cheapskate back then lah. So I got this bag from the outlet store at Bicester Village, and I managed to find it for half off at the outlet. So this was, I thought this color was really cute. Honestly, this is one of the rare silver hardware bags that I have left, but I really like this one and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it as well. So I love that it's so slouchy, and there was just really nice bag. And then I'm going to pop some pictures up that I got this bag, and then after that I went to Paris. I immediately took it out because like I was just so excited to use it. And then the other bag that I got on that trip, this one was bought in Paris after that, and it was none other than the Gucci Soho Disco. I was hell sure that I wanted this bag because, I mean, it has proven me right. I've used this bag a whole ton. I can't even tell you how much I've used this bag. I think in terms of cost per wear for all my bags, this is the best one out of them. I carry this literally everywhere. Like I was going down just to buy some stuff earlier on, and I just, you know, plonk my stuff in, I plonk my AirPods in, and I just went down. This is like my best grab and go bag, and if I were to bring any bag overseas, this would also be it. But I try not to bring it so often overseas because if not, all my photos is just gonna be of this bag. It's so hardy and so hard wearing. I was very sure I wanted the black and gold one, so I don't think you can get these in stores anymore. So if you are looking for this bag, definitely look for it pre-loved. That was also the same trip that I got my YSL card holder. Oh my god, this is so cute. I talked about this in my recent video, share review the best designer SLGs to get. So this is one of them. I'm going to pop it up over here, but this is so cute. So that was 2018, and then I mean, I was very good after that. I didn't really buy anything. I think everything kind of went downhill in 2020 when COVID started, and I started amassing a lot of these bags. I started getting very into vintage bags. If you have not seen my vintage bag collection, I'm going to link it up over here. Yeah, I have just always had a thing for handbags, I think, but I never knew about it until much later, or rather when I'm at a better wealth position in my life and I can afford things. Like, I will never spend things on that I can't afford. Yeah, but I think I've come to a point whereby currently I'm putting myself on like a spending ban because I think I went a bit out of hand. So I want to save up for some of the other things in future. Yeah, I don't know, what about you? I don't know how this video is gonna turn out. It's very like chit-chatty, but I thought I'll just share with you about my handbag journey. So I've always loved handbags, I think, but in the past I always get very annoyed with handbags peeling on me. Like after I use a while, like if it's not real leather, they actually peel and it starts to like leave all these like nasty bits on the floor after not using it for a while, and I have to throw it away, and I always feel very upset about it. Like really secretly upset about it. I'm quite glad that I managed to declutter, but at the same time I'm also very upset that this design of bag that I like has to peel so easily. So I think since then I just shifted my focus onto real leather bags. Like, real leather bags doesn't mean it has to be designer bags. Like, I have, I think, 1 or 2 Topshop bags that are real leather bags that have really held up. So I think the key thing is to really just buy real leather, and I stopped buying entirely like pleather bags. Like, as long as there's pleather, even if it's like fake leather, like shorts or skirts from like Zara, I just can't do it, because after 1 year, especially in this climate, humid climate, they just peel and it's so annoying. Like, if it's cloth, if it's cotton, it doesn't matter, but so long as if it's fake leather, I just stay away from it completely. Nylon is fine. So I do have a couple of Longchamp bags. In fact, I have this Longchamp bag that I really like to carry for travel. It is so travel friendly. But yeah, I think that was the main thing and the main shift. I stopped buying bags that are of low quality, and I just focus on bags that are better quality, so quality over quantity. Because I just think that they last so much longer. They'll last me for many more years to come, so long as I take care of my bags properly. I don't really baby my bags a lot, but I don't like trash them like it's like a nothing kind of thing, except if it's like tote bags or like H&M bags. But even those bags, I try to take care of it, unless it's meant for trashing lah. But I generally don't baby my bags a lot. When I say baby, I mean like I will just take the bag very lightly and put it on some place very lightly, and when people come close to it, I'm just like really scared about it. So yeah, I don't do that, apart from my white bags obviously, because those no choice, I have to baby it a little bit. But yeah, I think that's so far been my designer bag journey. I am on an official spending ban right now, so there aren't any bags that I'm typically eyeing, because I know that if I start to want something, like, it will just happen. So I stopped thinking about a lot of things. I think one good tip to do that is to stop following so many fashion people on Instagram, stop watching so much YouTube, because I tend to get influenced by YouTube a lot more, even more so. Like, I actually am not someone who's very easily influenced by people. Like, if I see someone carrying a bag on the street, I think it was like, oh, it's nice, but I won't purposely go into a shop just to take a look at it. But I get influenced by YouTube very easily. Like, especially watching all these like fashion people like Tamara, watching people like Amelia, Liana, or like even Susie on YouTube. Oh my god, I just get influenced so easily. But I think it's because I resonate with their style, I resonate with their sense of fashion. So things that they like, I think I typically will like as well. So I think I stopped watching them. Like, I really cannot, because like I think YouTube just has a very great influence over me, and I'm sorry if my videos actually influence you to buy any bags, but you know, that's the life of a handbag lover. But yeah, I still really like bags. I'm currently focusing, if you aren't aware already, I'm just focusing on my monies and keeping it for MS, obviously. There isn't anything else from like the other brands that I typically eye or am looking for. So yeah, in fact, I'm even thinking of selling some of my bags because I just want to declutter a bit. But as you all know, I have a problem with letting go of things. I have sentimental values attached to a lot of things, even if it's not really very sentimental. I just get sentimental values on each and everything that I own. So I have a problem letting things go. But yeah, I'm slowly working on it. I'm picking out some of the things or bags that I feel like I can let go, and then I'll let them go. But for the most part, if I can keep it, especially for my Chanel bags, I think I'll keep it, because I think the value is just so great right now. Like, if I sell it now, I don't think it's very advisable and very wise, even though I'll get quite a bit of money, unless it's to put for like another bag in future, which is like an MS bag. So if I can give one advice to you if you're starting out on your luxury journey, is to really understand what your style is, but you won't really understand your style if you don't try things out. So I think there's like places you can go to rent bags. I mean, it's not really my thing, but I think it's actually a great way to actually understand whether this bag actually fits into your lifestyle. Because when you buy bags, you want to use them. Don't buy bags and leave them on the shelf, unless it's like a bag that is meant for, you know, special occasions. Then I think a few of them is fine. But yeah, don't buy bags just to leave them on the shelf. You have to use them. So when it comes to buying replica bags, I think my view on that is, right now, I don't do that anymore, unless it's really like, I don't know, unless it's really not so obvious, it's like a dupe. So I don't buy replicas, but I am okay with buying dupes. One great example will be my Chanel Deauville bag that I bought like a dupe of. I think that was a wise choice, because the dupe, I really throw it around. I'm not so careful with that. I think the Chanel Deauville, I mean, I really don't baby that bag, but you just have to be a little bit more careful with that bag as well. I don't buy bags that are very obviously a replica of it, like fake lah, you know, because I think that you will know that it's a fake bag. And like, I don't know, I feel like you should buy bags for yourself and not buy bags to show off to people. You have to love it before you get it. So if you buy something that is fake, every time that you carry it out, you will know that it's fake. And I'm not sure, but I think it doesn't sit well with me. Like, the idea of it just doesn't mesh together with what I want my things to be. Like, I feel better knowing that I own quality, like I said. So I'd rather you save up and buy the bag that you have always wanted, even if it's like a Chanel classic flat. I would rather you save up and buy that instead of buying a fake Chanel bag, honestly, because in the long run you will thank me for it. I mean, really, truly, honestly speaking, is it expensive? Yes, but at least you get the real deal. You know, you're not getting like a fake version of it. So that is my personal take on it. But if you feel comfortable buying like a replica version, I would say go for it, because I mean, it's your money, it's your hard-earned money. You spend it how you want to spend it. Don't let other people dictate it. But the only thing that you get out of it is you also have to be okay with people knowing that you buy a fake bag lah. So if you personally can't endure that, like how I've endured my Charles and Keith days in my clubbing days, then I think you just build up your thick skinness for it. That's all I can say. But yeah, I'm not sure how this video will turn out, but I hope that it has been helpful for you. I'm just sharing with you some of my thoughts and how my handbag journey has been. I started really late, I would say, for someone who loves handbags, so everyone's journey is slightly different. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!